Is it okay to cry quietly in the pantry and drink wine after being called a tier 1 yapper? A kid called his mom a tier 1 yapper.
Wow.
Fire me up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, special episode of the pod, dude. Special.
Quite special.
Memorial Day. What's everybody doing? Oh, this is perfect, dude. This is perfect because people are traveling with their families.
Well, this comes out Wednesday, though.
After Memorial
It's Wednesday,
Day.
yeah. So they've already
after
traveled.
Memorial Day. Oh, yeah, they've already traveled. Well, they had a blow up on Memorial Day, so this would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a blow up. Memorial Day is a family holiday?
Yeah, I think so.
What's the most family one? Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
The most family holiday?
I think Christmas. I think you're right.
What about Halloween?
No, it's a friend's holiday.
Come on.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would say
You
Christmas.
don't want to go trick-or-treating with your parents.
No, but everybody, but like adults go to like Halloween parties.
Yeah, not with their families.
What's the most family friendly holiday? Christmas.
I think you're right. I think it's Christmas.
And then
I would say Easter.
Oh,
No one's drinking on Easter.
Oh, yeah, Easter. Yeah, Easter. Yeah, but you can do it without a family. You don't feel bad.
right.
But it is the activities. What's the most single holiday?
Valentine's Day.
No, dude.
I just realized the fireplace isn't on, so I'm going to turn that on.
Turn it on. Oh, let me see. Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
The most single holiday?
Yeah, I feel like people will go crazy on Valentine's Day.
Are you looking for the matches, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Matches.
Turn
Let me
on
just
that.
throw
Yeah.
a match over
Yeah,
there.
light it. Yeah. Light it up, baby. Let me think. What's the most degenerate holiday? I would go St. Patrick's.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say Halloween. I don't like Halloween at all.
I don't like Halloween either. I just don't want to. It's not big enough for me to not do a show on, or for I'm not going to move for Halloween.
That's a good way to look at it.
But also, I don't want to do a show on Halloween. You're like, it's just a nuisance of a holiday.
Yeah, I think St. Patrick's Day is definitely the most degenerate. It's
St.
the whole thing
Patrick's Day
is drinking.
What about July 4th?
That can be. I think it just depends
It
on.
can be
a lot of it
family
depends on
oriented.
where you're at in life.
It can be family oriented, or it can be degenerate.
Yeah, if you're 22 years old, that's a degenerate. Let's get out on the lake and
any
drink as
Memorial
many
Day
White
and
Claws as
Labor
we can.
Day degenerate. I'm sorry to the troops.
Right.
But
thank you for your service, and
degenerate.
also sorry.
Also, I'm gonna fall off a pontoon boat because I had too many shots of Jaeger.
Yes, thank you for fighting for my freedom to fall off this pontoon into 3-foot water where I can't see the bottom.
And everybody's peeing.
Yes.
It's a lake.
4th
Yes.
of July. 4th of July is another one.
Degenerate.
Yeah.
The most degenerate holiday. Yeah, 4th of July. Yeah. Oh, New Year's.
Oh.
What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Are people
Oh, is it a family event?
people getting trashed on New Year's though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes they gotta work.
I don't like New Year's either.
That's the holiday I hate too.
Is that the most overrated
Yeah.
holiday?
Yes, bro.
This is
Yeah.
a holiday episode now.
Hell-
Is that the most overrated?
Yes, because everybody
I think
goes,
so.
"What are your New Year's plans?" Dang it, dude! Because everybody just came from Christmas. We already
Right.
did it all.
We're gassed out already.
Yeah, we should do the you should switch all the holidays to summer Fridays or Mondays. Switch them all to hey, we don't want to celebrate this one in January.
One a month.
Or just switch it to the end of the weekend or the start of the week in the summer so we can hang out.
Make everyone just one a month on a Friday. And
There you go.
everybody agrees that
Yeah.
hey, the first Friday of every
Yeah.
month is the holiday.
And we're going to celebrate the troops,
Yep.
Jesus,
Yep.
Christ.
Drinking,
No, all the things. The holiday. Oh yeah. What is St. Patrick?
drinking.
No, what was he? What's the purpose of the holiday?
Don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
I think he was a leprechaun.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Cinco de Mayo. What's it?
Cinco de Drinko.
Drinking. Oh, Cinco de Mayo's
That's a good
That's
one.
the drinking
Yeah,
holiday.
for sure.
That's the top excuse drink holiday.
Yeah.
Hey, can we
Yeah.
you can drink on New Year's.
Yes.
You can drink.
It's a classier drink, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah. The excuse, they're getting drunk on it's St. Patrick's Day. Hey, you might as well just say it's Taco Tuesday.
Nice.
You can get drunk. If you need a reason, then we'll give you one.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, this week's episode brought to you by Helix, baby. Got the mattress. What did I say wrong?
That's a wild way to say that.
Helix. Oh, Helix. Oh, like Helix. Helix. Helix.
Helix.
Helix.
Yeah.
Helix.
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 Brought to you by Helix.
Helix. Helix. Mattress that I got in my house. And let me tell you, they should, Here's what you don't want to do. I'll
What?
tell you what you don't want to do. Get a mattress. You don't want to go to that activity of go. You don't want to do that whole thing. But I signed up on the website. By the way, it was unbelievable. They asked me like 5 questions about what kind of body I had, and I answered all the questions. They said, say less.
Yeah.
And it showed up in a thing.
What kind of body did you say you had?
A fit one.
Nice.
Yeah. They asked if I struggle with sleep, do I sleep on my side? What's my height and weight?
Nice.
And like what kind of general sleeping is it easy for me to sleep? Is it hard for me to sleep? Basic questions.
It's a really like custom fit though.
And I don't want to, yeah, very custom fit. Midnight is the one I got.
Cool.
And I don't want to flex up top, but I will say, and this is not going to paint me in the best light, but I'm trying to give credit to Helix. My assistant could do it all herself.
Did the whole test for you?
No, take it in from the outside. It wasn't like a, if you're going to get a mattress,
that's
you got to
impressive.
rent a truck.
Yeah.
From like your neighbor. You're like, hey, can I borrow your truck? I'm going to go to a mattress. You got to go down to the store.
Right.
Strap it to the top. You've seen all that.
Yeah.
Helix not doing that. It comes in. It's one of those things that the air compressed, and then she brought it in by herself.
And she's not like a competitive bodybuilder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Get yourself a mattress, ladies and gentlemen. I got my upgraded. I got a new one, baby, and I'm sleeping like a king. If you notice, look at my eyes.
Yeah.
Can you see that I'm well rested? Go to helixsleep.com/net positive for 20% off site wide. Unbelievable. helixsleep.com/net positive for 20% off site wide. helixsleep.com/net positive. Shout out to the call to action. Very simple there. Just say our website 3 times in the promo.
Love.
We shall do it. And we got a big episode this week.
Yeah.
Big episode this week.
Yeah.
Somebody asked this last week. What did they ask? Hey, have you ever thought about doing a parenting advice?
Right.
We have never.
We had never thought
And
of
we
that.
answered, yeah. But what advice podcast have we done? Is there always everybody's favorite?
We did dating.
We did dating.
Some sort of dating.
I want to say we did
relationships
something related
one.
to Christianity or something like that. I can't remember though. Something about religion or something.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Oh, it's holiday problems.
Holiday
Nice.
family, and we have done one on dating. I
Yeah.
believe we've done 3. Yeah, and somebody sent this, and I go, oh, it's a great idea. And let me just say, I said in the prompt, I go, this is not. What diapers do I use? What kind of playpen? We're not touching that. This is about mostly there's a lot of people that listen to this podcast with their kids. Mm-hmm. So we're in essence the mediators.
Right.
Think of us like the youth pastor. Nah, it's a bad example.
This is like arbitration.
Yeah, we're the mediators between the two.
Yeah, you guys
We're
are negotiating, and we're right in the middle to make sure that everything.
Yeah,
is...
because kids think we're cool, but also adults think we're cool.
Right.
So we're in there. We're not on the. You're gonna notice. We should take a tally. Whose side do we come on?
Okay.
The kid side or the adult side?
Okay.
But these are sent in. I believe most of these are sent in by adults.
I would think so.
Yeah, it's not a kid be like, my mom just let me play Xbox.
If it is, I think we'll know by how it's written. Probably.
Yeah, we'll know.
My stupid mom.
Dude, my mom doesn't let me stay up past 10 p.m. Yeah.
Written by a kid.
Written by a kid for sure. But yes, go to the first one right there.
Yes,
'Cause
you have a bunch of these that
I
you
got a
pulled.
bunch of I pulled a bunch of them. First one says, this is like asking Helen Keller for driving lessons.
Great.
Yeah. We know, dude.
Between the 3 of us,
we know. Yeah.
We have 13 months of parenting experience.
Yeah, and an infant. Yeah. But we're the mediator. You know,
Yeah.
Arbitration. I like that.
Yeah.
Arbitration. And I feel like this. This is how I also feel about answering some of these questions. By the way, wild submissions.
I haven't seen any
Wild
of them.
submissions. Okay. Well, I mean, there's hundreds of them. These are the funniest ones I could come up with, or the ones that I feel like we'd have a take on.
Great.
Also, some of these, you're going to get to them. Some of them sound like people actually struggling with some real things.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
All right,
that are
cool.
like, and I feel like even sending this has been therapeutic for parents already.
Nice.
Because they go, hey, I'm all alone out here. I'm on this island. This kid is a disaster, whatever the situation may be. Even typing that to someone else makes you feel less alone.
Yeah.
without even us even addressing it.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing here's what I'm guessing is going to happen. We're going to read through these. There's going to be a bunch of parents who are like, man, I thought I thought I was the only one, but we're all in this together. That would be my hope.
And we are.
Yeah, and we are, by the way. Even if our advice is probably not good.
Disclaimer up top.
No, yeah.
This isn't, we're not licensed therapists. Just make sure that you're really vetting this. This isn't meant for...
We're not licensed anything.
Any consequences that come from this are on you.
I'm a licensed driver. I'm a licensed homeowner. Do you have to have a license for that? No. I'm a licensed CPR.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I got that.
Congrats.
One. I don't think I have another license for anything. That's all.
All right.
But we're gonna solve some problems here today. Let's get into the first one. Get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. 19-year-old keeps getting fake ID and hiding tobacco and liquor in his Bible case. Seriously. All right. What's your guys' thoughts on fake IDs?
I never had one.
I never had one either.
Mostly because I'm afraid of...
Hold on, Easton had... What?
I'm afraid of conflict.
No, dude. Oh, no, dude.
And I'm terrified of like getting caught.
Scared
of
getting caught.
So I just never had one.
Yeah, Easton.
I had a fake ID for all 50 states. Come on, man.
This is gonna go south for sure, dude. Yeah, so you get one in another state that looks like another guy.
Yeah, like if you go to college in Alabama, then you get one from Georgia or Tennessee or something that it's.
And where do you get one?
Well, usually there's like a kingpin guy.
This is going
makes
south.
Hundreds of dollars.
There's kids
ordering.
listening.
This kid's like,
They already know. Trust me. This is a
Yep.
common thing here. And then you order it, and they come from China, and they ship them.
Do they really?
Yeah. And they ship them in little like box, and usually it comes with something random like baby socks or something.
I wonder how the tariffs are going to affect that.
Tariffs are going to affect fake IDs. How much do they cost?
Back in my day,
last
anywhere
week
from like $60 to $100 a piece.
Okay,
Usually you get two.
Okay, yeah, as you should.
In case one got stolen.
You get what you pay for too.
Yeah.
Like the cheap ones, you're going to get them. They're going to cut it up right in front of you.
They suss it out.
Yeah.
And you get it, and so they send it. So they got to send it with something else, and then do you send your photo in?
Yeah, we send like your photo, your name or fake name, your address, your height, your weight.
You go to a website for this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I heard that a lot of it was getting shut down.
Yeah, it's getting cracked down.
'Cause it's not that hard to find out where they're coming from.
The real ID stuff they just put into effect too, I'm sure is partially because
They're like,
I don't condone this. It's actually a crime to do that.
Right, it is a crime.
They get like, hey, dude, to fly now, you got to have a real ID. Also, to get into Luke Bryan's, you're like, what? Real ID? Yeah, sorry, dude.
It is what it
They're
is.
out of business.
Yep.
Well, I know that the I'm scared. I'm like you. I was scared to give that to somebody, and they go, no.
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying to me. But what's the penalty? They just send you away, right?
It depends.
They
Usually,
hold
like,
it and send you
usually
away.
If you go to like a bar, they'll just take it and tell you to leave.
Yeah.
If you were to get caught with it by like a police officer, usually they'll give you an option, be like, hand it over and go on your way. And if you try to be a jerk about it and try to say, oh no, it's real, and the cop's like, all right, you're getting booked for it. Usually they'll give you
jail.
Yeah, it's a felony technically.
Yeah, no, what do you mean technically? It is.
Yeah.
It's a technically. Yeah, it's a
They got
felony.
me on a
You have to be very disrespectful to a police officer to go to jail for.
Okay, well, this is ironically, this is helpful advice because I'm sure a parent that finds a kid with a fake ID is terrified.
Yes.
That you go, this kid, but also on the flip side, you should scare this kid. You say you can go to jail for that.
I think what's also important to think about though is like, as Easton was saying, this is super common.
Yeah.
Like this,
That's
I
what we're-
don't
yeah,
think,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
in the grand scheme of like what your kids could be getting into,
Yeah,
if they're using it responsibly.
it's in a Bible case.
It's in a Bible case.
He has a Bible case.
Right.
Yeah,
How do you know this isn't like communion? You know, like
he's at least he still has his Bible case.
Yeah.
And listen, he's gonna get to I mean, I think
still has his Bible case.
I think you get to the end of this road, unfortunately, in your 30s. But he's going to get to the end of this road, look down at the Bible case, open it up.
And he's going to be like, I've been opening this for 10 years for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. And then he's going to become a youth pastor.
Yes. Yes. And he's going to be like, I was so bad when I was a kid. It's gonna be like, you occasionally
You're
bought
like,
some cigarettes and Tito's.
wait for my testimony. Yeah, we same, bro.
Yeah.
Same.
He'll make it out to sound like he was a heroin addict. And it's like, well, no, you just occasionally.
Well, you had to drink it. You had some alcohol in the morning.
Yeah.
At the airport.
Yeah.
That was my story.
Right.
What
do you do here?
What is he? What we got to break down? I wish you knew more information about hiding tobacco. That sounds like a parent saying this. What do you mean tobacco? Is he
Probably a
got
vape or something.
Is he got Zins in there? Does he got cigarettes? Is he rolling his own cigarettes? Does he have dip? What's he got?
Right.
Does
Well,
that
Zins
matter?
is just nicotine, right? There's not even tobacco in Zins.
Great
right?
point.
Correct.
Great
It's just
point.
nicotine.
All right.
But
So what
yeah,
does he
I
got?
think-
What is it? It has to be a cigarette or a dip.
Or dip, yeah.
Those are bad.
So there's no tobacco. Yeah. There's no.
It's probably dip. He's probably chewing.
Yeah, because they would say cigarettes.
Yeah.
We need to know
Yeah.
what state he's from. We can tell.
He's probably chewing.
He's got and what you have to. You don't. Have to, I thought you had to be 18 for that.
No, you gotta be 21 now.
You do.
Yeah, they changed it.
Oh, is that the worst thing?
What?
I mean, you're talking about how much can you hide in your Bible case?
The liquor is what's most concerning here, I think.
Okay.
Of the fake ID, the tobacco, and the liquor.
Yeah.
The liquor, I think, is the one that's like,
I'd agree.
All right.
If I was
Really?
a parent, I would be more concerned about what they're doing
Dude.
with the fake ID than the fake ID itself.
agreed.
This is helpful.
This is great.
Yeah,
This
so
is only the first of like 20.
So tobacco you don't care about.
I'm not really that worried
Drinking
about
you
that,
don't
yeah.
love.
Yeah.
But the fake ID or the drinking, sorry.
The drinking is the one. The liquor is the one, which I guess
Yeah.
the fake ID, you'd assume he's getting into bars too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's he doing in there?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because with the liquor, you can get into some trouble if their cars are involved, they're fighting.
Yep,
There's more things that can go wrong with the liquor than
Tobacco, your girlfriend's not going to want to make out with you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that might help you.
Right,
You
yeah,
might
right.
you might actually say, "Hey, listen, we're going to take the ID.
Mm-hmm.
We don't love this. This is a felony. You can keep the tobacco.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, you're going to bargain here with
Yeah,
your
that's what I'm
19-year-old?
saying. Yeah,
Nice,
bargain. Yeah, we're like,
Okay.
hey, the tobacco, we don't love it. This is actually probably this is fine.
We're okay with that.
Yeah, 19.
Sorry, if you
though.
take the ID away, he's gonna get another one. So
He is going to get another one.
So just
he's gonna get another of all these things.
I'm not that-
except a Bible.
The more I'm thinking about it, though, having the liquor on his person
Yeah.
is worse to me than having the fake ID and going and drinking at a bar.
Yeah.
Because at a bar, there's a level of accountability there.
Yeah.
From the bar.
Just because you're in public,
they're probably not. They're going to.
you can't fall over if you're drinking too much. They catch you out of your, yeah.
Whereas like you're drinking alone, that's when you, or drinking like with your friends
Yeah.
in private, that's where
Yeah.
you end up in trouble. I
That's when you're in the basement alone.
Yes.
Drinking. There's somebody's message. They said they caught their son in the basement. Alone drinking like a warm Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Because the fridge wasn't. Yeah, prison.
think. Yeah, dude.
You're alone, dude.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's what they were terrified. I go, yeah. But like one beer, like he got it from the case. It's not even cold.
Yeah, that's not
You know
going to
how
do
much-
anything to him.
You know how much you have to like beer or like the feeling of it.
Or just not know anything. That's
Or, yeah,
probably
yeah,
more
yeah,
that he
yeah,
just
yeah.
has no idea even like what warm beer versus cold beer is.
Warm beer. I mean, do you ever go to the
Warm beer is urine. Let's be
yeah.
clear. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah. You ever go to the hey, all right, you drink the whole case.
Oh,
That situation.
No,
I
I don't
fear
know
that.
about
I
that
fear
one.
that was a myth.
it can't. I mean, it's child abuse. Let's
So
be
you
clear.
saw him smoking a cigarette. You got to smoke the whole pack.
do that.
Now you ever heard that?
no.
Easton's never even heard that.
You
You've
caught
heard
me
of
with
that.
prostitutes. I have to be with them all.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, Dad. You never heard that?
No.
It's like if you caught someone doing something, you got to just do it in excess. Like if you caught someone with a beer, all right, got to drink a 20.
Drink
Yeah,
it.
that's child abuse.
It is child abuse.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
like most kids' strategy would be like, well, I have to delete them all so they don't know that they're there anymore.
Yeah. Well,
You know what
see,
I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's saying you get caught, and that's the
cra-
punishment.
That's insane.
So it's hazing.
also no one uses terms like delete them all. You're talking about drink all the beers?
What delinquents do.
I got to delete
I'm
these.
getting back into my
All right.
my
feeling it?
soul.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
The memories are coming back right now. I'm like, wow, my
There's a
parents
bar
still know
right
about
next
that.
door to here. Let's get to the next one, dude. That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, man. Daughters on Insta and profile pic in a bikini. Oh, no.
This is a Christian household. For sure.
I'm not saying anything about this. I'm going to pass on this.
We live in a different time where this is
That's wild.
where this is very commonplace.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think the age here is very important.
I'm not.
when we are unaware
Go
of
to
what
the
it is.
camera on you. Dude.
So, I mean,
Good luck.
good luck with this.
Yeah, yeah.
This is something that I will have to fight in the future
Yep.
with my daughter.
Yeah, good point.
And I don't know how I'm going to approach it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I have no further comment.
maybe I'll go. Maybe have
Yeah.
a conversation with her of why does she feel like she wants to post that. I'd go that route.
That's an
Hear
easy
her.
Answer. Easy
Hear
answer
her
for
out.
the easy answer for the kid. She's gonna say that all of my friends do it, so I want to do it too.
Yep. And I think that's important to
Yeah.
acknowledge.
I think a lot of these when we go forward here are things that like aren't you allowed to say they can't do that? I don't know. I'm not a parent, but it's like my kid's doing this. I'm like, well, can't you take that thing away?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
But it's
You can.
Yeah. I guess if you like, I think my buddies have said like, all right, dude, if I take away like iPad, now I got to entertain this kid.
Yep.
Oh, if I take away his car, now I got to drive him.
Yep.
It's like the freedoms that you have given them. Okay, take away their cell phone. Now he's got to write down the home phone number and ask his buddy where and to come get him.
And you don't know where he is. Yeah.
Dude, and you don't know where he is. Mm-hmm. But I think things like, yeah. I mean, is it unreasonable to ask a kid, hey, you got to have your locations on?
No, goodness, no.
It's not.
Mandatory.
Yeah. But then the kid's going to be a kid and leave the phone at his buddy's house or whatever. Oh, yeah. That's because that's what a kid does.
Well, that's why, like, I mean, my grand approach to parenting is like, you're just mitigating risk. Like the whole thing is like, they're gonna get into stuff, and we know that because we as adults, we all got into stuff.
Yeah.
And we had friends who were into worse stuff, and we had friends who were not into worse stuff.
And looking back, looking back on me, I thought like I thought I was like bad. Mm-hmm. Looking back,
fun,
great.
Yeah, right.
Thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with I was hanging out with dudes at all times. You know what I wanted to do as far as like girls, like talk to them.
Right.
I was like, dude, there were girls there.
Right.
We went to like the pool once and there was like girls in swimsuits there. We were like undone.
Yeah.
We were like, that was the extent. We didn't do anything.
There wasn't even like a next step in your mind.
No,
dude, we were around them and it was sick.
This was the peak.
Yeah, I saw her shoulders.
Yeah, we didn't know anything else. We were like, this is unbelievable. And then we were like a lot of people, the youth group, and they were like kind of, these kids are like, I feel like when you go into church, the nature of religion in a lot of ways is they got to tell you you're not good to say that we have the solution. So you're like, we thought we were, just because so much church and religion, they were like, dude, we were all in private school. I heard about a kid that smoked weed once. Heard about. That's like, yeah. And we were like, one time we
were like, he's going to hell.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah. We didn't like, we went home, we watched the Fast and the Furious one time and we raced our Volvos home. And that was a terrible idea.
Yes.
Yeah, we like played on the train track, which is probably
that's crazy.
That's
unsafe.
Super not safe.
Like on the bridge.
Yeah.
Like where there's no place to go. Like we thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was no drinking and driving. There was no anything related to any women. There was no gambling. There was no drugs. Like all the big five or whatever.
Yeah.
We were doing anything close to
I think
that.
everything's relative. Like I also I'm for like holding yourselves to a higher standard.
Yeah.
Like just as a person, but definitely as a Christian too. It's like if you shouldn't you can't use the excuse like, well, all my friends drink. It's like, okay, well, you should be different from your friends.
Yeah.
You know? So it's
like a
there's gray area in there, but like,
and I think if you're like, hey, I'm not gonna if you again, I'm not a parent, but if it's me against the kid, that like there's too many egos involved. It's like that's never gonna work.
No.
I feel like if you're like, all right, hey, here's the cell phone. Mm-hmm. You have to have locations on because we need to know where you're at all times. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna go if it shows he's at the gas station. Go to check sure he's at the gas station. But if you find out that he's leaving his phone at his buddy's house and then going somewhere, like you don't go look, but then you are gonna because these kids are dumb. I'm sorry, kids are dumb. They're like in terms of sneaking around, like that's not. They're not smart.
Well, they think we're dumb.
Yeah, they're not smart.
We think we think our parents are dumb.
Like lying to them,
because we all did the same. stuff.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And if you're a kid listening, your parents aren't dumb.
No.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
in fact, they probably let you get away with certain things. Because they're very gracious.
Because they're like, you want to fight this kid because everybody's like, there's another one in here we'll get to in a second. Let's move on from this one. The daughter of the bikini. Yeah. Here we go. My son, 16, and thanks for the ages.
Very helpful.
That does help.
Yep.
Had an obvious hickey on his neck and told us he fell on the curb and hit his neck.
It's a bad lie. Learn how to lie better. First of all.
I think every kid's had a horrible excuse for this.
Yeah. I said I got fouled playing pickup basketball.
I said I got hit by a Nerf gun.
Nice. That's actually a good one.
No,
That's a Nerf gun?
No one bought it.
Yeah, I do.
No one bought it.
I tried to go get some makeup.
Nice.
But I don't know anything. I was too scared to ask the lady.
Like whoever works at Ulta.
Yeah, I was like, hey, what can I do? Like, dude, I didn't want to like match my skin. You know how like you were.
She's like, all right, bro.
Kind of like scared for the fake ID.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, dude. She goes, dude, I'm getting paid $9 an hour.
I'm covering up a hickey on a 14-year-old's neck.
She's like, dude, this is not where I went to cosmetology.
Bro, right?
school.
Yeah, right. Match my skin tone.
I think it fell on the curb at his neck. I think this one's on the kid.
Yeah.
And because I think I could be wrong here, unless they're like super fundamentalist. Like, what are you doing, a hickey? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Dude, what
are you doing?
It's a teenage thing, man.
It's like a dog marking its territory. What are we doing?
Interesting way to look at it.
I mean, seriously, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean,
who's doing this?
It's like
What is
it's like a hickeys are a gateway drug.
Yeah. All right, no, that's perfect. Right? This is going to be helpful because he's 16.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying he's behind schedule. So I would be encouraged by this.
Interesting.
Because if you're still doing a hickey at 16, by the time you're making out with your girlfriend, by the time you're way behind schedule.
He's listening to this right now, like, no, I'm not.
No,
watch this,
dude,
John.
Dude.
Dear John Crist.
I'm not behind schedule.
My girlfriend's pregnant now.
No, I make out with tons of girls.
I'm ahead of you now.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, he was way ahead of me,
dude.
I was probably 30.
I think I had a hickey at 16. I think
16.
Yeah, that's my sophomore year of high school.
Okay,
Probably.
if I'm the dad here, I pull this kid aside. I go, hey, this is mom.
That's an important.
Is mom sending
Mom's
this in?
sending this in.
Mom's sending this in.
Yeah.
This is not a dad.
No.
Mom's sending this in. So dad, you go, hey, I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
I'll handle it.
Certain issues should be dad. Certain issues should be mom.
I'll handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll handle it.
What are you saying to him?
I go, hey, the hickey, it's a strange phenomenon. I can't really judge because I've been down that road too. You gotta work on the lies. Mm-hmm. You didn't fall on the curb, dude. Just for me and for your mother, for everyone in this situation, allergic reaction. There's a lot of stuff, autoimmune going around these days. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of, what do you say? Hit with the Nerf?
Yeah.
Hit with the Nerf gun?
Not as bad as this. But
did it work?
No.
Fouled and pick up basketball worked.
Did?
I mean, they let me get away with it. I don't know if they clocked it or not.
Fouled and pick up basketball.
I had more. There was more than one. It was just a terrible lie. It was just bad, man.
Dude, where are these Nerf guns? I don't know. Yeah,
they're really good now. The guns.
Yeah,
really
fouled and it got hit with a. But you don't want a situation where we're giving advice to the kids on lying now.
Yeah,
you don't want to give a situation where who fouled you? Well, let's go talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think if you're a parent, you hear this, you go, do you say we know you're lying?
Yeah, we know what that is. Just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Just come on.
Who was it?
Be smarter.
Yeah,
just I think that's the advice to the kid is like, hey, come on.
Can't you just zip up?
Definitely. Oh, hoodies.
And
hoodies.
It's like July.
Hoodies
It's just like
you can't go turtleneck because then it's like, why? Like, who is this Steve Jobs kid now that we have who's only wearing turtlenecks?
Steve Jobs.
It's July.
Yeah, chill, dude.
Yeah.
Or do you even go buy a turtleneck?
Right.
You go, why do you have a turtleneck?
Big turtleneck guy. Now.
I've never seen you with a turtleneck.
They're cool now, Mom.
Yeah. We should bring those back.
Hoodies, though.
Yeah.
Hoodies will work.
Hoodies will work. But
this is turning us into just giving.
Yeah, just advice to kids.
Here's how to hide stuff.
Also, he's getting a hickey from his girl.
Right.
Right?
We don't,
or a boy.
Say that. Yeah, we don't know.
Oh, yeah. True.
Could have a bigger problem on our hands, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God. Next question.
Is it okay to cry quietly in the pantry and drink wine after being called a tier 1? Hold on. Let me read that again. Is it okay to cry quietly in the pantry and drink wine after being called a tier 1 yapper? A kid called his mom a tier 1 yapper.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, Mom.
Wow.
What? Now you're a tier 1 yapper.
Shut up, Mom.
Shut up, Mom. You be a tier 1 yapper.
Oh, you're going to cry now, Mom? Yeah. Oh, you're going to just bullying her?
You're a yapper. I'm not a yapper. Tier 1.
Tier 1 yapper, Mom.
Dude, okay. All right.
At least you're crying quietly, I guess.
How old's the kid?
Again, we're taking the kid's side here.
How old do we think the kid is?
I mean, this kid's got to be. This kid's 16, 15.
No, I
think younger.
You think that?
Yeah, 16-year-old knows that's not a good idea.
I think 11.
Yeah.
I think this is an 11-year-old boy.
Agreed.
And your kids, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's heard this term somewhere.
Yeah, this is
tier 1 yapper.
This is absolutely like
he's the middleman.
TikTok vocab.
And you go, where did you hear this? A tier 1 yapper, and his mom is just going on and on about something, and just Mom, man, you're a tier 1 yapper. And listen.
Dad.
I was gonna say the same thing, dude. I was gonna say the same. Son,
the dad definitely went. Hey, don't talk to my wife that way.
Hey,
but good one.
Respect, dude. Respect. That's wild, dude. A kid calling. Yeah. Is it okay to cry quietly in the pantry and drink wine? Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely, it is.
Also,
and flex that you can go into your pantry.
Great,
very nice.
Great point.
Things are going well.
This is another interesting perspective with the hiding the Bible and the alcohol and the ID. They didn't think how lucky are you? You can go into your pantry and drink wine and cry. There must be somewhere to sit in there.
Right. You're not going to stand and cry.
She's doing great.
Places to go in that house in the pantry.
She's doing great.
I don't know. The pantry sounds kind of peaceful. I think that does sound nice.
That's where the first place the kids are going to go, though, to get snacks.
And you can't lock a pantry, can you?
No.
You probably can't. That's a good point.
The kid opens it. It's the same kid that she called her that. He opens it. Your mom's crying, drinking.
He goes, again with the crying. Dad.
Yapping.
Mom's crying in the pantry again.
And let me say this. This question doesn't come in from someone that doesn't have this is a rich people problems. Yapping. They got no. There's a lot of yapping going on in this house. You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing great.
Gotcha.
They're doing great. They have no problems. Let me just go. This is a real white woman. You know how we instead of just doing like a 5K, we have to have those like obstacles in the races now. We're like it's like the army dash or whatever. It's like the military crawl. Like, dude, all these things. We're gonna shock ourselves. Like, dude, because we have no problems. We got to make up problems for ourselves.
Sure.
Yeah,
I think
she's crushing it.
The other positive like silver lining to take out of this is your kid is funny. You raised a kid with a good sense of humor, and that I think says a lot about you as a mom.
Yeah,
is you raised a kid with who gets it.
Yeah,
and that's really nice. And sometimes it comes back to bite us.
Yeah,
but
and
overall,
and it's a give and take. I've said this to somebody on the internet. I go, hey, I'm a comedian on the internet. I have to take it.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I give it out all day.
Right.
I kind of have to be like, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody made fun of my, I was at the race or something. I had my face on the hood. I go, yeah, I understand what this is. If this kid, if you are yapping a lot, you have to be ready for, we don't love it.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, I could say she's to set some goals for herself. She said, hey, son, what about by July 4th, if I could work to a tier 2, you know,
that's down.
Yeah, tier 1's the top.
So we're trying to yap less.
Yeah, okay. Tier 2 yapper.
Can I get myself like down to a tier 2 by July 4th? What would I have to do,
bro?
What are the KPIs here?
I'd die. You have to just take it.
I would laugh so hard.
I would laugh so hard at this.
I'd cry laughing while drinking wine in the pantry.
Yeah, I'd cry later.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, this week's episode brought to you by one of my favorites, Hello Fresh. Ladies and gentlemen, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients, seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep, skipping trips to the grocery store, and count on Hello Fresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's number one meal kit. Oh, HelloFresh. Tired of figuring out what's for dinner at night? We do be doing that. Especially on those busy weekdays. Yes, get dinner done, especially with all the kids and all the advice and all the yapping you're doing.
Right.
You know, people don't have time for that. They need to, hey, how about get HelloFresh? And I'll tell you this from personal experience. Lydia's be saying something about something, and I go, I can't talk right now. It's like a 20-minute process to make these meals, but you got to be focused.
It's an intense 20.
Because they go, all right, turn on the oven, then do this. Yep. They tell you exactly, so it all comes out at the same time.
And sometimes, I like that it requires that much focus because it really lets me zone in on like the actual prep.
I go, hey, I can't answer questions right now, or I can't talk, because she's doing it sometimes. She's like, I gotta cut this cilantro up.
And you're just tier 1 yapping away over her
tier
shoulder.
1 yapping. This is going to solve it. We should send this lady a free box.
That would be nice.
I'll tell you what, I'll do it.
Want to do that?
I'll send this lady, if she has to message in, she has to email in.
Yeah, have her
the
reach
tier
out.
1 yapper.
Yeah.
I'll send her one.
You can see, if you go back on the account, you can see who it came from.
Oh, great. All right, the tier 1 yapper.
Yeah, we'll get you that.
And then let's see.
Great idea.
This is sent in by, this is for the kids.
Nice.
Yeah, I say, hey, how do you feel about this?
I like that.
Yeah, we can play this. She can play this. No, what? Hold on. Does she have to play the episode for the kid?
No.
Okay, we're gonna send it to her.
We've done too much teaching how to lie, and all, like, this kid doesn't need help.
Yeah,
the tier 1 yapper.
It's funny, so now it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, no, we don't want this kid getting too confident.
No.
Yeah,
don't even let the kid.
Don't
know.
just
make the meals. Just make.
We're gonna send a HelloFresh box of her choice. I'm gonna send it to her. Save valuable time with fewer trips to the grocery store thanks to HelloFresh Market. There's over 100 add-on items you can add to your weekly box, like quick breakfast, packable snacks, beverages. They got it all.
Yeah.
Get up to 10 free meals. Get up to 10 free meals and free high-protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/netpositive10FM. Do we get that right?
Yep.
One item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied at discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/netpositive10FM. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. And that lady needs to email us.
Okay.
Info and say she's and if we get a ton of emails saying they're the tier 1 yapper, where we got to suss it out. Yeah, I'm gonna go. We got it. This week's episode also brought to you by Mosh, baby. The older I get, the more I find myself wanting more intentional, being more intentional. Sorry about the way I live, eat, and take care of my body. Just went to the doctor yesterday. They said it was all set, dude. They said it was humming, baby. The old adage, you are what you eat, rings very true. And all of us in the modern day am always looking for on-the-go protein snacks that satisfies me. But I found one that helps me live intentionally. And that is the Mosh Bar, ladies and gentlemen. Mosh, which you may have heard on Shark Tank, was founded by Maria Shriver and her son Patrick Schwarzenegger with the mission to create conversations about brain health through food, education, and research. Listen to this. Mosh joins forces with the world's top scientists and functional nutritionists to go beyond your average protein bar with 8 delicioso favorites. That's for my Latino listeners, including plant-based, peanut butter, and chocolate. Each Mosh bar, listen to this, made with ingredients that support brain health like ashwagandha, lion's mane, collagen, and omega-3s. Get them for your kids, baby. Best part about it, it makes you feel good. Mosh donates a portion of all their proceeds of your order to fund gender-based brain health research through the Women's Alzheimer Movement. Unbelievable. If you want to find ways to give back to others and fuel your body and your brain, Mosh bars are the perfect choice for you. Head to Mosh Life, M-O-S-H, moshlife.com/netpositive to save 20% off. Oh, plus free shipping on the Best Sellers Trial Pack. That's 20% off plus free shipping on the Best Sellers Trial Pack, moshlife.com/netpositive. Thanks, Mosh, for sponsoring the episode and helping us deliver the message to families all around. Saving, we're not saving marriages, we're saving relationships between parents and kids.
Here we go.
Then you could have less therapy in your 30s because you're going to probably need it.
Yeah.
Every kid's going to need it.
We're all going to need it.
Yeah, you can undo it a little bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. The question is, tell us your parenting situation. We will help. How can I convince my 15-year-old that he needs to wash his face and brush his teeth daily?
Here we go.
This is what we were talking about.
Tactical advice
here. Tactical advice.
Let's go to it.
I remember my dad pulling me aside. Actually, my brothers had a razor in the bathroom. So we're all, I have 2 older brothers. They had a razor. They were shaving like right here, upper lip.
Yep.
And I go, how do you guys do that? And I kind of got the idea from them.
Okay.
That's my first, I didn't have a choice. I brush your teeth before you go to bed. There was I was doing that the whole time. I never got off of that train.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but the face washing and I would put deodorant in the same category. Yeah.
What would you say to this kid, though? He doesn't want to do it. He's like, why? He's like, why do I have to wash my face? Why do I have to brush my teeth every day? Why?
Okay, I would say there's 2 schools of thought here. One is, I feel like I was younger than this maybe, but somebody convinced me it was cool.
To not brush your teeth?
No, it was cool to become the guy that got deodorant. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think it was a sign of maturing.
Yeah. They made it. They were like, "Hey, John." Either was some kind. They were like, "Hey, they brought." It was like, it wasn't a ritual, but they were like, "Hey, John's now." They like made it a thing, and they're like, "I went to I'm pretty sure I went to the grocery store and like picked one, and they were like, "Here's all the things. This is what's gonna do for it. It's gonna make you smell good because you." I saw the other kids in the basketball locker room putting deodorant on. I thought that was cool.
So you think they need to make it cool? They need to brand this as it's cool to wash your face.
Well, or you could go with a hands-off approach and go, "Good luck."
I would just tell him straight up that it's gross not to.
Shame him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is gross not to.
It is gross not to.
And no one wants to be the person with bad breath.
Yeah, or bad teeth. So now you got your adult teeth, and you got you're. I feel like when you're little, you're gonna lose these teeth anyway.
Sure.
It might not matter.
Well, they're too little to even think about it, though. I mean,
but they need to get in a good habit, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I was always brushing my teeth, but I didn't. My face is it face? You talk about like what this kid showers. It sounds like.
I mean, you would hope so, but it sounds like not.
Either all right. So either
I'm the shower king. Like
you go. I
never had a problem with that.
Yeah. I either so there's three tactics here. Shame the kid.
Right.
Make it cool or say good luck.
Yeah, and I think like not so much shame him. Because I don't love that. I think it's more.
No,
I don't love that.
No,
I
okay,
think it's not. That's not what I mean. I mean like tell him straight up, like, dude, it's not like
hey,
you
dude.
don't want to be that guy. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be that guy who like if you don't wash your face, like you're gonna have bad skin. You're gonna have breakouts. Like you're right at that point in life, anyways.
Yeah.
Wash your face and then like brush your teeth so you can take care of your mouth. But more so like immediate effect is you don't have bad breath
around us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I would show him pictures of heroin addicts.
Oh yeah.
And say this is what happens if you don't brush your teeth.
Scare
and wash your
tactics.
face.
Scare tactics. There's a fourth.
There we go.
We're giving you 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. With your face and your teeth, by the way.
You wouldn't position it as these are heroin addicts. You would say these are pictures
These
of
are pictures
people
of people
who
who didn't brush their teeth and didn't wash their face. That'll get them, bro. Trust me.
That'll get them. I feel like we gave you four good options here. By the way,
different angles.
Hey, you know who likes when you do all this stuff? Girls.
Yep, that's true.
This is a boy, right? Convince me it has to be a boy. Yeah,
girls
girls are.
Oh, it says he right there.
Yeah.
That
How
he
can we
means.
convince him? Yeah, that his face. Yeah. Hey, dude. Yeah, but then I've been in situations where you go, like I've been in situations with friends that you try to advise them, and then you got to be like, all right, hands off.
Yep.
You're gonna run this into the ground
For sure.
And it's obviously this is not a life or death situation,
Right?
But you go, all right, well, I can't really say good luck because if your teeth start to go around, that's thousands of you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't really delay it.
Right.
You can't really start taking care of your teeth in your 30s.
Well, and it's also like depending on which angle you take.
You only got
there,
one pair.
How are you
set?
How are you like setting him up for how he even like how he deals with his identity? Like you've now just your most recent one that you said.
Yeah.
Girls like it when you wash your face and brush your teeth. Oh, so it's about pleasing girls.
Yeah.
Oh, so I need it now. I'm tying in my worth to approval of women, and it's like, well,
oh yeah,
okay. Do we want to be in that spot?
Oh, you don't want to be in that spot. What if he doesn't like girls?
It's tough.
Yeah. Or what's it? Yeah. You go, well, yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
Tough shit. We gave you 4 options, so
It's tough.
I feel good about that one.
And I think this goes back to like you're mitigating risk. Not a huge deal.
Yeah. Which one's worse?
What? Not washing your face or not brushing
face or
your teeth?
Teeth.
Teeth.
It's expensive for the parent. They get messed up.
Okay, and face, you have acne, but you can figure that out.
Acne's a little
Grow
more
out of
having acne is a little more acceptable than having bad breath.
Yeah.
I can be
Great
around
point.
somebody with acne.
Because it's not their fault.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, unless they're eating greasy foods. What do you do if your son is being gay? Okay.
No, read the parentheses, bro.
Yeah, the parentheses.
What do you do if your son is being gay? Parentheses, like genuinely gay. What?
I'd say based on the use of parentheses and like genuinely gay, I would say maybe look in the mirror. That would be my advice.
Yikes.
What do you mean, like genuinely
Like
gay?
genuinely
he's
gay.
like actually gay.
Like,
Like,
oh, he
he's
sounds like being
genuine.
gay. Like He's just like being gay, like he's wearing like tank tops everywhere. He's like, no, like genuinely gay. Is that or like stuff that's like, you know, they're like, that's gay.
Yeah.
You're like, you're wearing like jeans with no back pockets. Or like something that, no, hold on.
Bro, what?
No.
They even make those?
No, hold on, listen.
Those are leggings, John.
Yeah, no.
What are jeans with no back
No,
pockets?
if you're doing stuff that your son is being gay, like and high schoolers call gay.
Right.
Oh, he's got a pink polo shirt on.
Sure.
They're saying like genuinely homosexual.
Right.
That's what they're saying here.
Okay.
I'm saying you're like, oh, dude, he loves to eat Fruity Pebbles. Like that's that's gay. That's not. Does my point make sense?
I know what you mean. The examples are just wild.
Yeah, we know what's going on here, John. We just don't know how to fix it.
Fix it.
I don't know about this.
This is a
I don't
tough
know
one.
if I'm
genuine advice. My genuine advice.
Yeah, if you're, yeah.
My
I'll give you
parentheses-
joke advice, but I don't know.
Go ahead, joke advice first.
I mean, I would. This is my honest joke advice. This is again. Somebody's gonna clip this.
This is bad advice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would say, as a dad, you got to meet him in the middle. He
bi.
Yeah. No. Dude, oh yeah, that would be no. I'm saying, all right, we're gonna let you stream the Golden Girls marathon if you go to football practice. Okay. No, hold on, wait, no. You can and the dad also. He's like, dude, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
To Fiddler on the Roof if you come to this MMA fight. You got to meet him in the middle. You can't be like, don't do this. You're like, you know what? I'll try brunch.
Yeah, this is compromise.
Yeah.
Got it.
See what happens.
Right.
And then he has to try, some home improvement projects.
Okay.
And then we'll see at the end of the summer.
Okay.
No.
I don't know.
My genuine
I don't
advice.
know. Yeah.
Pray about it.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
Pray about it.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
would say show him pictures.
No. Dude,
not inappropriate pictures. No,
Hold on. Of heroin addicts.
Yeah.
on,
Say these are gay people.
And just say, look at this, son.
Yeah.
Pray about it.
That's tough.
That's the real advice.
Yeah. And I don't think we're saying if we're saying to, yeah.
I'm saying pray about it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would do.
Yeah. What do you mean? Don't DM 3 dudes that have a podcast? Do that first and then pray about it.
Like genuinely.
Yeah, genuinely. And yeah, I can't imagine how that would go. And
Pray
I'm
about
not
it.
even saying, my teenage daughter, here we go, refuses to text her father directly. Oh, now we're talking. She texts me asking me to text him every time.
Wait, that's hilarious.
My teenage daughter refuses to text her father. I wonder if it's a step.
I think she would have clarified.
I think she would have clarified that too.
This is like a whole mom and dad and a kid.
Yeah, whole
and
mom
the kid
and
just
dad
goes,
and a
I'm not texting dad.
kid. Yeah. That's really funny.
She texts me, hey, tell dad
Right.
I need to get picked up. But she'll obviously talk to him. She has to.
That's so funny.
Why?
There's so much I am curious about here.
My teenage daughter refuses to text her father directly. Yeah, because they have to be married still.
She texts me asking me to text him every time.
But okay, you'd need something from him. So why are you texting mom to what do you need from him?
That's really funny.
Yeah, you can't have I feel like the daughter, you can't have it both ways here.
I think it's funny how kids just do quirky stuff like this. That is just like, dude, what is this?
She goes, I'm not texting dad.
How long has this been going on?
And I bet dad doesn't hate it.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh,
You don't
I
think
bet
he
it
does?
breaks his heart.
Oh, yeah.
That would break my heart, dude.
If
We're going to therapy for this.
For sure.
No, I mean something has gone awry.
Yeah,
for sure.
Somewhere.
That's her only way of. She's like, all right, I'm not talking to him.
Yeah, because she's not. I mean, I don't think she's probably doing a bit.
No.
You know what I mean?
After
Like if you only texted Easton and told him to text me, it would we'd be like, this is a bit John does.
it's funny at the
Right.
beginning, but
It's
then
funny,
you're like,
yes.
hey, dude.
Sometimes it's inconvenient.
what time we doing the pod
Right,
tomorrow?
right.
Yeah.
I think this is hilarious. I want to know why. I'm sure you do too.
Well, look, she puts a smiley face in there, so she's kind of tongue in cheek about it.
I would think so.
I think it sounds like it. She texts me asking, so what? I would say for the daughter, can't have it both ways. What do you want? Some money transferred over to your checking account? You want some? You want the password for the garage door code? What are you asking Dad for? It's like back to the Gary V clip from last week. Hey,
this is where it starts.
Yeah. Hey, if you're sleeping at home, take his name out your mouth. Apparently she has, but
right, yeah, and out her contact list.
Take my name out your phone, dude.
Yeah.
It sounds like the mom has a pretty good sense of humor about it. But I would like to see. I mean, I just hate the idea of a parent going to a kid and be like, "How can I resolve this?"
Oh, dude, you have to though.
Yeah, but you give them so much. You give them. I give them so many things.
What do you mean?
All the things that I guess you had them, but you give them so many. You give them all the things that they need to survive. It's my phone. I gave you that phone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, you got to give them communication skills too, and like you got to show them, hey, when there's a thing that needs to be discussed, we discuss that thing.
I could see myself being pissed about that. Be like, "Are you serious?"
As the dad?
Yeah.
But probably makes
you got to be the bigger person.
I think you got to there's some therapy stuff that's got to go.
It's a conversation for sure.
Because I think something happened to make her think
something happened.
Can't talk to the dad. Yeah, it's a problem.
Or that he goes, maybe did he? I wonder if she got in trouble and he came down too hard, or maybe he broke her trust.
Maybe
because if he said, "Hey, Dad, don't tell," and then if maybe it's something about school, now everybody knows.
She is a teenage girl.
I'm not telling Dad anymore.
It's an emotional time in life.
I need to hear what was. Yeah, I need the mom that messaged in to clarify this.
I think you're right. I would go with probably some sort of breach of trust there.
That's funny, dude. Yeah. If it's not, we need to follow him. What's next? 8th grade girl Snapchatting a guy she doesn't know in real life, never met.
Tough one. Very, very tough one. Super common.
Gosh.
Tough. First of all, my 8th grade girl's not on Snapchat. I'm not. She might find a way to get there. I'm not. If I know she's on Snapchat, I'm not letting that happen in my house.
And you can't. Snapchat, you can't. I mean, there was what was the one the other day where somebody, what was it? Oh, it was the person that I'm going to talk about listens to this podcast, but his mom, he's 14 or something, maybe 15. His mom has everything he Googles, and it was knives, like it was something about. Oh, it was something about a research project for like the Renaissance movement and he Googled that, and his mom came to the school. It was like, hey, but it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, she got scared.
Yeah. But like, I don't think there's a way for Snapchat where your mom can have it.
No.
You can't. Cause but Instagram, you can be logged in on both.
Sure.
You can log in. You're like, hey, I'll give you Instagram. I need the login.
Yeah.
That Snapchat, because Snapchat, if you like somebody else, like you opened them, mom,
right.
These are all open.
Yeah,
I think right. I haven't been on Snapchat in a long time. But yeah. That's how it works, right, Easton?
Yep.
You got Snapchat.
Yep. Snapchat is a parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Specifically of a parent of girls.
Yeah. And I also have when I deleted my Snapchat, I remember I was like, hey, like not delete the app. I was like, I want to delete. It was impossible.
Yeah.
And I was like, went to Snapchat.com and like went to the FAQ. And then it was like, I will never forget this because it was like a problem for me. And it was like, hey, in 30 days, we are going to delete your account. And they would send me like notifications.
Hey, want to come back, John?
Like every 5 days. They're like, 20 days left.
John,
and
open your account.
Gosh,
back,
dude. It's
John,
like, that's the devil, bro. That is
John, singles in your area waiting for you.
Come on back, dude. Hey, John, you got some pics.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That I honestly have, like, I think you with the other one, I have a lot of sympathy for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one, dude.
I mean, because you can't say, I mean, I guess you can. No, you can't say no Snapchat.
I would say no Snapchat.
Yeah, but
I would explain why no Snapchat. By the way, like I don't think it's. I'm not for like a rule with.
What's 8th grade? 12.
No, 8th grade's like 13.
That's
14.
terrifying. That's terrifying. Yeah, I would go maybe.
Explain why no Snapchat at that age. Like that is really important.
And I would go and I would give her leniency elsewhere.
Sure.
I'll give you Instagram and what else do they want? TikTok. They don't want Facebook, do they?
Yeah. Well, and I
YouTube.
No, they don't want Facebook.
Yeah, they don't. And I give you Facebook. Thanks, Mom.
I think it's also
so I can talk to you and your friends in the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah. None of my friends are on here.
I would want to make it clear the reason why I don't want you on Snapchat isn't because I necessarily don't trust you.
Yeah.
It's because I know what people use Snapchat for.
Yeah.
And I know that opens you up to a whole can of worms of stuff that you don't need to be involved with.
Yeah.
So that's why no Snapchat.
And especially
she's not going to like that, by the way.
Yeah, because everyone, you take away the thing.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I don't even know if you go, hey, you can only Snapchat with people you know.
I'm with that. That's cool.
It's hard to enforce.
It's very hard to enforce. I don't think you can even like.
You can do the same. I mean,
you can do it everywhere.
You can do it with people you know. Like you can do the bad stuff with people you know too. I don't think it matters.
And then also, I mean, gosh, this is making me stressed out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of parents, I'm sure, are in the same boat. Because you could come home from school every day, delete the app.
For sure.
I don't have Snapchat. Mm-hmm. You're like, I don't think she has it.
Yeah, she's got some random username, so it's not like you can create one and look.
There's no way you can find her.
No.
Yeah. Gosh. Mm-hmm. Man, shout out to these parents, dude. That's how
it's
I feel
tough,
like.
dude.
I feel truly.
It's tough. This is my future.
Yeah, it's all of our future, dude. Yeah. Daughter. Okay. What's going on here? Daughter pregnant with married man's baby. How do I love her without being supportive of? I thought I said snitch, sitch, right? The sitch situation.
Oh, she's the side girl.
Or a snitch.
Yeah.
No, without being supportive of the situation.
Daughter's pregnant with a married man's baby. So, your daughter's married. Oh, she.
Yeah, no, not to her. Yes.
I was like, yeah, it's called a marriage.
Right. No, he's married.
Oh,
she's not. Yeah, she's a side girl.
She's side piece.
Don't call her that, dude. She's not a side chick.
She is.
Yeah.
By definition.
How do I love her without being supportive of the situation? All right, well, the baby's coming.
Also, you just love her. Shut up about the situation. She's pregnant.
And I'm gonna go on record to say she's probably not proud of that.
Who?
She's probably, well, like any kind of situation where like somebody gets in, does it, like your internal. That's not the proudest moment. I know a lot of people.
Daughter.
Yeah,
of course.
I'm saying a lot of people. My parents are like, "Dude, we got to tell him." I go, "He knows."
Yeah. Yes.
Does that make sense?
And that's. I'm saying the same thing.
He knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to throw your opinion on this.
Yeah.
They know how she knows how you feel.
You could be.
You don't have no idea how she feels.
Yeah.
It's way worse.
Yeah. You could be like, oh, or even if you're not even Christian, you could be atheist and be like, I'm not particularly proud of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no. I mean, I'm giving her real advice. You would just love her, like you said.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just love her.
All the other side you already know. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I've been in situations where like, well, I don't want God to think I'm condoning this.
God knows your heart better than you do. Don't worry about it.
Just show up for her.
You know how you feel about it. God knows exactly how you feel about it. So you're good. Already, check that box off. You're good. And
so if you go
love her and focus on the kid if you're having a hard time with it.
Yeah. So what if you go? Yeah, that's a great piece of advice. What if you could just bring her? Like, what if next week, if you just bring her, go shop and get some baby clothes?
Sure. Great.
I wonder if that would feel good.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would.
Yeah, we know we're not. Yeah. What do you mean? We know. Mm-hmm. Everyone's aware of the reality of this situation.
Yep. And you never need to speak it. By the way, she'll know.
Yeah,
you are going out of your way to love on her, even though you don't condone what the behavior was.
When I was in my darkest times, I did not. Any judgment, I assure you, I've put it on myself 1,000 times harder. There's nothing you could say to me that makes me feel worse about what I've already said to myself.
Yeah, because you don't get to put it away.
I don't know the situation. Yeah.
The daughter doesn't get to put this away. This is her existence.
Yeah.
You get to feel some type of way about it and then put it down and go about doing something else.
And and
she doesn't.
Yeah. And also, are you going to go, like, I feel like sometimes parents, they feel secondary judgment because what the kid did. They're like, oh, isn't their daughter?
Reflection on you.
Yeah,
for sure,
reflection on you.
Yeah. That's really hard.
Gosh.
But she's an adult and she made decisions. And I think it's your job as her mom to still love her. And I think you can be supportive of the person without being supportive of their past actions.
Yeah.
The best thing she could do right now is raise this kid well.
Yeah.
Help her do it.
Yeah. I've been in situations with my buddies that sometimes I feel like I'm that person's like one of their good friends. And everybody's like, dude, who if somebody ever done you wrong and they were like, who around them is calling them on this? Or like, oh, that's not my responsibility. I'm here to love the guy.
Yeah.
Obviously no one supports this.
Yeah.
Or obviously maybe they do if they're not super proud of it. Or at least if they are in love, wishes that she was married to him.
Sure.
At minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not an ideal situation for the state.
This kid's going to need a good grandma.
There you go.
Be the grandma.
Dang,
or
dude.
grandfather.
Be
if
the
this is
oh, yeah. This
if this
not
is
a dude
dad.
messaging this in, I assure you. Dudes will keep that in.
You think so?
Yes,
Dudes are just pushing that down.
Yeah, dude, they're pushing. Well, I got a staff meeting. She got pregnant by Mary, but I got to get to.
Men would never say sitch.
Yeah. Hey, so we still got a tea time on Saturday?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next sitch.
Here we go. No social media until they are seniors in high school, and then only one.
Oh, they're giving us a topic.
I bet they're having pushback on it.
Definitely pushback.
I bet this is the policy in the House.
Seniors in high school is tough. That's
no social media until they are seniors in high school, and then only one. So,
also, seniors in high school, they're 18. So
and then
screw, Mom.
So what?
I'm 18.
Oh yeah, I can do whatever I want.
Bye.
18, you're out of the house.
I'm definitely not letting you keep me off apps.
Yeah.
At 18.
All right. Well, I do know that you can. I do know that you can. If you have an iPhone and you have the passwords to it, that they can't download apps.
Oh, if you
everyone
own
has
their
that
Apple ID,
everyone has that. Yeah. Where you can go, hey, I have the password here. I have to log in. That's pretty common.
Not if they set up the Face ID, then you can download through Face ID.
All right,
so now it has to be your face on their Face ID. So now they can't use their Face ID.
You can turn off Face ID.
Yeah.
If there is a way to do this, but also, dude, you're asking people in their 50s to like know about this.
No,
all these things that we're like, dude, there's no Snapchat. We're like, yeah, hey, they can delete the app. Yeah. Like my parents wouldn't even know you can do that. That's why it's so tricky. Because kids are dumb, but actually they're smarter in this area.
Yeah, but most people who are like newer parents now are like around my age, like early 30s into early 40s.
No, but when your kid is...
We grew up with social media, though.
Yeah.
I'm saying those people's kids are already old.
Yeah.
Like the 50s, 60s, those people's kids are already probably close to high school past.
So my best friend, his kids are, I think, 11.
How old
10
is
and
he?
11. He's my age, 40.
Okay.
So that's so they're like they're about to come into, do we have cell phones?
And he kind of grew up with the internet though, the same way that you did.
Not like social media, but we had texting.
That's a good point.
When I was in high school, we had texting that just came late.
Right.
When I was in high school.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this: that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, this is also like
because
you're missing
that
out
kid,
on so much.
Well, it's not even that. That kid's gonna get the social media when they're a senior in high school.
Yeah.
And then once they go to college or whatever, regardless of what you say, they're gonna do whatever. And I've known kids that got limited like this.
Yeah.
And they get to college and they're on their own.
Yeah.
And they get all the social media. And those are the ones that like believe all the comments about them are mean.
Yeah.
I think you need to kind of like realize like, oh, this is like a fake world. And it's not real. But if you only are limited to one and then you get thrown into a fire the next year.
Hey, Alex.
No bueno.
Shout out Easton, dude. Shout out Easton. Great take, dude.
Agreed.
That's what. That's
all the social media.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There have to be.
Make them an OnlyFans.
Yeah. I feel like the same with like there were like no kissing till marriage and like don't even. And then I got on. I was like, then the restrictions kind of came off when I got out of church and I was just no rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same. A lot of people say. One of my buddies, he taught his kid. I thought this was great. He taught his kid. He takes his kid out, teaches them how to use a firearm.
Nice.
How to use it safely. That they're not scared of it. This is not a thing to idolize. What it's for. It's for safety. And you're like, and the kid grew up around fire. Those are never the kids that abuse firearms.
Right.
Never.
So we got to find a way to do the same thing with social media. Teach them how to use it as a tool.
Well, as long as things have been around, like hey, you're 12 years old, here's how to use a lawnmower. Okay, here's the blade. If you put your finger under here, it's going to chop it off. Never leave this thing alone. When you put gas in it, make sure you like all the things.
Yeah.
And then you go, I'm going to watch you cut the grass. I'm going to watch you fill it up with gas. I'm going to watch you turn it on. And then I'm going to watch you less and less and less. And now you can do it.
So we got to tell them.
Again, not parents.
Women are like lawnmowers.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dude, that's my
That's what we
message.
gotta
That's
tell
the
them.
title of the pod.
Yes.
What what if you're taking the training wheels off with the cell phone? Which social are you going first?
Which one are you giving them?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you got to give them Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Just give them.
But I also think like this.
That's wild.
I also think the prep for social media starts off social media. Like you're raising the kid on how to interact with the world.
They know it from yours. You have it.
And then and then you introduce social media as like, hey, this is another gateway to the world.
Yeah.
Treat that the same way you treat real life in terms of like, hey, protect yourself. Don't talk to people that you don't know. Don't give people info that you wouldn't want out there. Make sure that anything that you do put out there is something that you're okay with it staying out there and other people have it. Like that all starts.
Hey, when you're friends at a party and someone says something in private, you were breaking that person's trust if you put it to everyone.
Sure.
Now, either I would ask them if you could post that, or you go, hey, is this? Do I want people knowing that I'm here? I think. I mean, I'm a different situation, but sometimes I post, save it when I leave. I post it so they know I'm not there at that time. All those type of things that you're like, and they can see mom and dad doing that. I'm sure.
Yep.
Hey, we're not going to sit here all day. We're not going to do it while we're at dinner.
Yeah.
Those type of things that they can watch you do.
Yeah, lead by example on it. Yeah, nice. I like that.
No social media until, they're going to be, we'll see them in rehab.
You gotta prep them.
Yeah. See them in rehab in their 30s. I'm just kidding. Teenage son who is not motivated, slacks on school, no job, doesn't listen, hard stage.
That is a hard stage.
This person seems sincere.
That's a hard stage.
This person seems sincere and sad.
A sad face emoji.
That's what it is. Yeah, teenage son who's not motivated, slacks on school, no job, doesn't listen, hard stage.
I have a tough time with this one because I know some kids who are terrible in school and not motivated who are doing great things now. And it's just like, I don't think school is a super like direct correlation indicator of like if they're bad in school, then they're bad in life and they're not going to be successful.
Yeah.
So there's
a lot of people that dropped out of school and become,
of course.
But that's
like Lil Wayne.
Yeah, like Lil Wayne. Is your son Lil Wayne?
Right.
Yeah. Lil? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut him off. No, I'm not joking.
Dead him. Dead that kid.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids whose parents hold their hand throughout their whole life.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything.
That's you know what?
Quit paying for gas.
Surprising
Quit
take.
paying for cars.
Yeah.
Quit paying for insurance and be like, you have 3 months to move out.
Yeah.
Or you can pay us rent if you don't get a job.
He's 13.
Yeah.
No, he's
teenager.
not 13.
He's not 30. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's find ways to help him discover the excitement, like things that excite him.
Yeah.
What are his motivations? There's got to be something he's motivated about.
What is he doing in his room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he into?
Yes, it has to be something. I mean, if you're, I mean, you have to be. If you're like, hey, we're taking away your phone. I don't want the phone. He does. We're taking away. You want to eat. Hey, if you're gonna eat at this house, you got to cut the grass on Saturday. Screw this. I don't want to do that.
So you're saying like give him responsibilities to like.
Well, yeah. I mean,
he's probably older too because it does say no job. Slacks on school, no job doesn't. So it might be like 16, 17.
All right. So where is he getting money? That's what Easton's saying.
What I'm saying.
Probably not. But also like you don't necessarily need money when you're 16, 17. I didn't need money.
Yeah, you don't.
I wasn't doing anything.
Gas in your car.
You don't need.
I didn't have a car.
A lot. You don't. Yeah. If this kid's about to drive, he doesn't have a car. Slacks on school, no job. Or I wonder if you say, "Hey, I'll give you if you say I'll give you $100 if you get an A."
Nah,
but then you're incentivizing the other way.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's about like reaching the kid. You know what I thought of when I first read this? That viral clip from like a decade and a half ago of the long-haired skateboard type kid in school where he's like, "You're not teaching these kids, man. You're just handing them out packets. You're not seeing them. You got to reach these kids. They want to learn.
They want to.
I feel like that's what this is. It's like you got to see this kid. Like you got to find. He's in there somewhere.
Gosh, dude,
you got to find a way to find him.
Yeah, and he's gonna. And I feel like at least I did. Probably all three of us did. We came out of it. I came out of this stage. I bet you're gonna be bummed. I mean, I'm not a parent, but like I would find a way. I go when the kid comes out of this and then he's doing great. Like when he's 20s, you go, dang, I wish I wouldn't have spent all those years being so sad.
Right.
Like you got to kind of like Eve has said situation where like, dude, if we keep being a part of this, it's gonna take us down too. Like I think it's important for these parents to be like, hey, we got to go to dinner. We got to go. We can't obsess about this kid.
It's like an emotional dependence issue. And actually, I'm just even thinking about this. I've never thought about this. Like as a parent, if my kid is going through something or feeling a way that I never went through.
Yeah.
I've never had that thought.
Yeah, because I wasn't like you, fake IDs, trying to talk to girls. Yeah, I did all this. Lie to your parents, getting hickeys. I did all this. This, you're like, I was never this.
Yeah, I was always motivated. I always kind of had my stuff together.
It probably throws the parents for, you're like, well, this one I don't know about because I was not this.
And you need to, in that chapter, be somebody who does lead by example and can come down to their level without being so emotionally dependent that then it affects your ability to do that.
Yeah.
That's hard, man.
Yeah.
That's really hard.
Imagine. Also, we'll get into the comments and go into the comments of this episode on YouTube and say if we're giving good advice.
I can't. Of all the episodes we've ever done, I can't wait to read the comments on this. One for that, but two because I want to learn from other parents.
Yeah, and if everybody's like, hey, way off, then we
please,
let us know.
Yeah, we don't. Three dudes' opinion.
What do we got? One or two more?
Yeah, we got to. I mean,
okay, here we go. All right, let's do two more. Nose piercings on a 15-year-old. Husband and I disagree.
Tough one. Tough one.
Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and say. No. The mom says it's not the husband says she can. Mom says she can't.
You think mom is saying yes?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think it's not?
No, I agree with you.
Yeah. Nose piercings on a 15-year-old. Well, she want to get a hoop or the stud?
Good question.
Doesn't matter.
No, I think those are different things.
Does it say something about your daughter? That's if she has one.
It's a choice.
That's just I feel like that's a gateway for a lot of crazy stuff.
What?
I mean, belly button. I mean, there's a lot of tattoos.
Crazy stuff like belly button.
That bunny when you had the suntan.
Oh yeah,
you remember that?
It's just a sticker.
Yeah, no, that's the road.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
No, they put that sticker, the outline sticker.
Yeah.
Go to the beach, get tan, and then you have the Playboy bunny.
Right. You're saying
your
that's
skin.
That's
That's
the slippery slope.
I don't know what y'all are talking
You don't know that one?
No.
Pretty hot, but anyways.
Wait, I'm not gonna Google that. You don't know what that is?
No.
You never heard of this?
No.
All right, let me try to explain this. I'm gonna explain this.
Go ahead.
So,
I thought you just explained
high
it well.
school girls.
I mean, I understand what's going on.
You've never seen this?
No.
How old are you?
23.
All right.
Okay, first of all, the Playboy bunny, at least when I was in school, is not cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was never cool.
It's iconic.
Okay, dude, we're not defending it, bro. Is it coming down on us? Yeah.
Long live Hugh.
Wait, what were the other shapes?
Star.
So this is like a
star.
This is like a
Star.
teenage version.
Look it
of
up.
like
Yeah,
the
look
fake
it up.
Tattoos.
Look it up. Playboy bunny.
Tan line.
Tan line. Yeah.
Well.
You ever heard of this?
Bro,
Yeah, right there.
come
Literally
on,
the first
man.
bit. Yeah.
And they were like right down here. Are they right down here?
Mm-hmm. Just right above bikini line.
Okay, that's enough.
There you go.
You never seen that?
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I think it's hot. Anyways.
Bro.
Moving on.
All right,
Don't
maybe
yuck
we
my
were
yum.
15 years old.
All right, what do you think about this? Nose piercings on a 15-year-old. Husband and I disagree. All right, you have to be you and I feel like
Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, maybe, but you got to be like, hey, we got to get on a unified front here, because that's gonna
You do have to be unified.
That's gonna crumble things more than anything else. And this is, I would also say, unfortunately, I was talking to my buddy about this. He goes, well, he's married and like about everybody's decision, like where do you want to go to vacation, where do you want to go to where do you want to go to dinner, what are you going to wear? He says, I usually acquiesce on all the smaller decisions and then I get the big ones. So it seems like
He's in the executive role.
he's running. It seems like she's everything, all the choices. What are we eating for dinner? What's going to be in the pantry? He's like, you have all those. But when we're talking about what job am I taking, what neighborhood are we moving in, what schools are we going to, that's when I save my influence for the big ones.
And does she know that he's doing that intentionally? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he's like,
they've come to that agreement.
yeah, you can have all these. So I would say, I don't.
Is this a big decision?
Yeah, is this where you're going to plant your flag?
Right.
The daughter has 15. I hate it.
I have my answer. I just came upon my answer.
Okay, if I'm the dad, I hate it. What do you say?
If I'm the dad, I say, okay, you're 15 and you want it?
Yeah.
When you're 16, if you still want it, you can get it.
Okay.
Let's see if this is a phase.
Okay.
I'd say
I like that.
if you really want it, you got to do it yourself. See how bad you want it then. Dude, she's obviously not going to do it. Come on, guys.
Hey, you want that breast augmentation?
Yeah, do it yourself.
You got to do it yourself.
Yeah, I don't even know how, Dad. You got to do it yourself. I know a buddy that pierced his ear himself.
How'd it go?
Terribly.
Probably regrets it, doesn't it?
Brandon. What's that guy's last name? Brandon
Lake.
Gosh, Brandon Lake. Yeah, I don't know. What's that guy's name from my high school? I don't remember. Yeah, pierced his ear. Yeah, we thought that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it turns out it was not.
What are you doing here?
Well, no, but nobody. Okay. Nobody as an adult wants this.
Their daughter to have a nose piercing?
No, nobody. Everybody grows out of this phase, and the longer you delay it, the more they're gonna want it, and the more they're gonna double down
I
on
don't know
you.
if everyone goes out of this phase. I see some grown women walking around looking like a Christmas tree with all the hardware hanging out.
I would agree
All
with
right.
that.
Well, the TikTok women, but like regular women. If you go like
Regular women.
I got the solution.
Okay.
It just came to me.
Go ahead.
Mom gets one. and then the daughter goes, "Oh God, no! Oh yes!"
And then the dad is most pissed off because now his wife has it.
Oh yeah. I didn't factor that in. But if the mom, if hey, I want to get this outfit, mom comes home in the outfit. Kid goes, "Oh," because the kid thinks mom. A 15-year-old girl thinks mom is lame. Mom gets the exact one.
Yeah, but mom's cool for letting her do this.
Ooh, they go together. That's a trick. That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm gonna make her wait it out.
I
I'm
think
gonna make
dad's
her
on an island.
take
on
a
this.
year.
Yeah.
Take a year on this. If you want it, when you turn 16, you can get it.
That's pretty good advice. My daughter, 17. Why are the daughters messing up so much?
Daughters, man.
My daughter likes a boy, won't message or comment on his Instagram. I am too old. She trusts your advice. Wow.
Her daughter's 17. It says my 17-year-old daughter likes a boy, won't message or comment on his Instagram. Great.
Hold on.
What do you mean? This is fantastic. This is the best. This is great news.
So I think the mom is trying to get the daughter to be a flirty.
Yeah.
Or like to put herself out there.
Yeah.
This girl's very shy.
Right.
Doesn't want to do, and the mom is saying she's too old. She doesn't know what to do. You can't just go to the ice cream parlor, whatever her mom did to meet her dad,
Right.
or whatever they did.
Yes.
That's not. You can't just go to the football games and chat with everybody.
Sure.
You gotta. So mom's on Instagram. She goes, all right. What is she saying? Won't message or comment on his Instagram. I'm too old. She trusts your advice. All right. This girl's listening to us.
To me, this is ideal situation. I don't want my.
I think you're doing.
I don't want my daughter commenting on his stuff.
Yeah, let's not comment publicly. That's crazy.
This is great.
We're not doing that.
But I think she wants.
Why are you pushing your 17-year-old daughter?
Yeah, what you mean?
Talk to this boy.
Yeah, she's doing
Leave
great.
her alone. She's 17. She's great. She doesn't need a boyfriend.
But she likes him.
She don't need no man.
She likes him.
Yeah, she probably likes.
That's okay.
She
She
likes
like
him,
him.
Alex. Look at the. She likes that she's her.
Why does her mom want to have a
Thank
boyfriend
you.
so
That's
bad?
what I'm saying.
What chill?
That's why I'm like,
probably,
leave her alone.
She probably feels bad because the girl likes the boy, but is too scared to communicate with.
And I
the
bet
boy.
the-
And
bet
her
the
mom
guy-
doesn't know
Well,
what
that's
to
a
do.
different
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's a
what it
different thing.
says.
Okay, all right. Now I'm okay.
My 17-year-old daughter likes a boy, won't message or comment on his Instagram. I'm too old. She trusts. Are we sure that this guy is interested or?
We don't know.
Yeah. All right. So if we don't know,
Right. And assuming that the daughter wants to, she's just scared to.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be the mom's
Yeah.
pushing her to do it. and she doesn't want to do it.
Also, this is how I met Lydia.
Her mom told her
Yeah,
to comment
her
on
mom
you.
said- yeah. This is probably our situation.
This is Lydia's mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
My daughter, 27.
I came across Lydia's Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I made a video. It's well documented. I made a video making fun of weather people.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me Lydia's. They go, look at this girl doing it, doing what you make fun of in this video.
Right.
So I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked her
Doing it.
Whatever someone sent me. I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. I was just being a guy on the internet. I mean, I do know why, but I didn't. I know. I wasn't like.
Okay, buddy.
That's crazy. I don't know why I did
I don't know why I.
That's crazy.
I mean, I didn't have any like motives other than like I was just being. I thought she was hot.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, that's a
liked
pretty good motive.
Reason number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
So-
else do you like things?
Yeah. And then I would say for the next year, I liked it because I liked it. Yeah, dude, that's
Yeah,
what like it.
we know.
I would say for the next year, I was like just saying like funny stuff back when she would. So I must have followed her.
Like what? Story replies?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is
a move?
I go, this is what y'all chose. This looks like a dangerous night or something like funny stuff. I would comment on like I was like, really? That's the like kind of in
flirting.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh.
For probably about a year until I came to Arkansas for a show, and I invited her to the show.
Nice.
Yeah. So I would say in this scenario, I would say don't message. You say message.
I'd say message over comment.
Message over comment.
All right, commenting on someone's stuff.
What about follow? She follows him. She already follows.
Yeah, she's gonna follow him, I'm sure.
Cool.
Okay. You saying a comment on the IG story.
That's a message. She's a mom.
Hello, my mom told me to.
No.
But she's 17. This girl's 17.
Yeah,
she
don't
knows
do that.
She knows how the
comment
internet.
publicly on anyone's stuff about nothing. That's weird.
Yeah.
You're not sliding in the comment sections like that.
Please
that's not. That's not where you slide.
No.
The girl knows this. We're talking.
Yeah. She knows. Yeah,
the girl
knows.
knows.
Yeah. You can post.
I wonder if low key she is already doing a great job on story replies, and the mom's like, "Yeah, but comment though."
Yeah,
That's what this is.
Yeah.
She's actually doing great.
Repost. No, mom. No. Yeah.
Share it to your story to show that you support him. No.
Yeah. No. Dude.
What?
Oh yeah. So take it to another social media. Don't do that. Don't ask for his snap.
No, just story react.
Yeah. And it well, go. What do you say?
I just tough because I'm trying to think of it from like
Just story
the other way. Like I feel like the girls usually don't do the reaching out, so it's tough. I feel like you got to bait the guy into reaching out to you.
Yeah. That's well. So if she's
Pics. No, sorry.
the Playboy.
The the
Playboy tan line. That's got to be it. I would first of all, I say this to people all the time too, like Lydia's friends. I go, he knows.
Yeah.
He knows you exist.
Yeah.
If he does, he's not that into it. If he doesn't, if he's only like, if you are frequently in the stories replying, and he is liking it or responding, but not doing anything, that's unfortunately where you're at.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Then you know.
So you have to accept that.
That's a response.
He's not like, oh, she might be interested. He knows.
Yeah, no response is a response, or a lackluster response over time is a response. Like those are no's, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
hear me
you should
out
take
on
that
this.
in consideration.
What if
she's listening though? Don't tell us to hear you out. She's listening.
I don't know if she wants to hear this.
Oh no.
What if
I'll defend you?
What if the daughter, the boy that's in this story, is the gay son?
No, dude. Small
What
world,
if some of this
dude.
stuff is crossing over?
No.
We got to make sure all of our advice lines up.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, oh, it's true. We got to be consistent.
Yeah.
They're gonna. She's gonna follow up. I'm sure.
Can I bring an alternative angle?
Let's hear it.
Talk to him IRL.
Whoa. About.
Find out what he's into. Find out what he's interested in, find common ground, and then connect on that, and go from there. And connect on that, by the way, in a very friendly way.
Yeah, and
not
kids,
in like a I'm trying to do too much way.
Alex is balling.
And kids don't know how to do that. They need to learn how to do that.
You'd stand out. Promise.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, if he's wearing like a a Celtics jersey or something, just show up tomorrow like, dude, Jalen Brunson, and you'll be like, what? Like Jalen Brunson, dude, is dominating. You're like, whoa,
like, man,
what?
that sucks what happened to Tatum,
Yeah.
Hope he gets back soon. He'd be like,
I'd pass out.
You like basketball?
Do you
want
to
be like, yeah, I mean, I'm a casual fan, but like I enjoy it.
Yeah. She's like, I think
Do you want to watch the game tomorrow night?
And then he goes, do you want to watch the game? And then she goes, nah, I don't think so. Oklahoma City's favored by 5.5. What? Dude, I'll be done, dude. It's a wrap, dude. He would marry you. He would marry you in a second. He would go put a ring on layaway, dude, and marry you that afternoon. Do you want to watch the game? I don't think so. The Pacers on the road are favored by 3.5. I got them in a 2-team tease, though. I'm done. All right, we get to one more. How many more do we got?
Here we go.
Son falls in love immediately. How to get him to chill. Also, he picks rednecks.
Which problem to address?
Okay. Oh, no. Oh. Son falls in,
goodness. We
got to do more advice
episodes, bro. I'm having a blast.
Son falls in love immediately. How to get him to chill. Also, he picks rednecks. Help.
Help! Exclamation point. With this.
And what is that emoji?
This emoji.
Oh, he's
This
looking.
one.
Okay.
Peeking through my fingers.
Whew. All right, so this situation, this kid's in high school. He meets a girl.
Yeah.
Brings her over. I just met her at school. I met her at the Where do rednecks meet each other? Bass Pro? I don't know.
Tractor Supply.
Met her at Tractor Supply. I'm bringing her over. Bringing her over is the only time that parents meet the kids, right?
Yeah.
The bring over.
Yeah. Or maybe like a sporting event. Your son's
Otherwise,
got a game
but
or something.
this is happening a lot.
Right.
So they go, all right, bring her over. What's her name? What's her redneck name? Denise or something like that.
Denise.
What's this girl's name?
I don't know. What are modern redneck names? I feel like I only know older redneck names.
Yeah, I don't know, Beatrice or something like that. Who knows?
Sure.
So she comes. So all right, let's. We'd love to meet her. They're doing something chill in the kitchen. He brings her over. Y'all know. Oh no, dude, he's in love with her.
Yeah.
So I think this guy gets his heart broken, or does he get his heart broken, or does he just move on from him?
I think he probably gets his heart broken.
Yeah, falls in love too immediately.
Yeah.
Get your heart broken.
Yeah.
So he gets in too deep.
Yep. Too soon. Way too soon. Falls too hard. This is me, by the way. I'm this guy.
You are?
I fall too hard. Way too quick.
Yeah.
Thank God it worked out on the last one.
Me too as well.
But yeah, so I get it. It's hard not to.
And he doesn't. And they do you guys fall for rednecks?
That's not really my vibe.
No.
So it's not really my thing.
And what is this redneck? How does he know she's a redneck?
It's pretty obvious, John.
What are the indicators?
She's I don't know.
She drives a truck.
Yeah.
She has a redneck.
Wears boots. Loves Larry the Cable Guy. I don't know. Raises animals. I think this is redneck. She's saying redneck in a negative connotation.
For sure.
So not redneck. Like she's saying like uneducated.
Yes.
Like probably didn't brush her teeth.
Yeah, the stereotypical.
Yeah, that she's saying because she's using it negatively.
Right.
Rednecks. We love him. He's a redneck. He works hard, drives a truck, knows how to change his own oil, shows up for work on time.
Love him.
Can plant some beans and corn. That's not speaking highly of him.
He's got pockets on his jeans.
Yeah, no pockets.
All that.
Yeah. How do we get him to chill?
It's hard, man. At that age, you want to dive in head first. You want that fairy tale. I don't know.
Falls in love immediately.
I think, unfortunately, this might be one of those where, like,
glasses.
He's got to keep putting his hand on the stove until he realizes, hey, I keep getting burned when I put my hand on the stove.
No more rednecks.
I got to take my hand off that redneck stove.
Yeah. Off that cast iron.
Off that griddle.
To get your hands
off the griddle, son.
Oh, man. And then the redneck women are leaving him, huh? Just like a Carrie Underwood song.
Just like it.
I feel like she's not even a redneck.
She's probably not.
I feel like this lady's like husband works in finance or something, and she lives in the city. And this poor girl probably is like the daughter of a construction worker, and all of a sudden
she just has a southern accent.
Yeah. You mean blue collar? Yeah.
Drives a Jeep, and all of a sudden is
You mean middle class?
Yeah. Southern?
Get the She had a stain on her T-shirt. Get this girl out of here. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, this lady. Yeah, we're on the kid's side. Are we on the kid's side?
Yeah, I'm fine with him falling in love with me. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather that than like he's making out with every girl in his class.
Yeah,
you know,
valid.
I'd rather a kid with a strong heart than a.
And he is falling in love. He's getting his heart broken. Not.
He'll learn.
As long as he keeps finding another one,
he'll learn, man.
Yeah.
He's like the quarterback in a Disney movie.
Ride the stage out.
He's just falling in love with the girl.
Yeah. Also, they're rednecks.
Leave him alone.
He picks rednecks as wild to throw in there at the end.
Help is funny too.
I think rednecks is one word, but
yeah. Also,
who's the redneck
wow,
now?
dang,
Who's the redneck now, huh?
Yeah.
Deborah.
Got him.
All right, one more.
All right.
How do you teach teenage girls? Oh, no. Okay. How do you teach teenage girls which red flags are worth paying attention to in boys? Ooh, good question.
I think this is actually a really good one to end.
How do you teach teenage girls which red flags are worth paying attention to in boys?
That's a tough one.
Look, all of us go.
I don't want to.
All of us thinking about our red flags as
Immediately.
20-year-olds.
I'm thinking about me.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I think
You go first.
I think number one is from a super young age, they're watching their dad as the example of what a man is. So they should be seeing positive qualities in him. Dad's going to have some negative qualities in him too because he's a person and he's a man. But I think this is also one of those that is kind of like over time they got to suss this stuff out and learn.
Yeah. And then I think there's how do you teach it are worth paying attention to? So I think there's some that you go, you know how like we talked about this last week on the pod. There's like men that don't all do is like icks. Those aren't red flags. She's saying like, hey, a guy that like, cussed out his teacher, you'd be like, that's terrifying. You know what I'm saying? That's an actual, like, it's a real red flag versus, I'm going to say it's a guy that's late for class. Like, if you, both of those are red flags, you're like, which one? That's the real red flag is telling the teacher that she could, that's not, showing up late. Some of these things you grow out of. Yeah. I was never, like, I've heard some stories about people like, dude, I was like, I would roughhouse a little bit, but I would never punch. I never got in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a little rambunctious, and that's what I think you're saying as a parent. These things makes the kid rough around the edges, but it's not a red flag.
Right.
Yeah, I think having a bad relationship, or like the Gary Vee video, talking negatively about their parents.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Not a good sign.
Yeah, just like if you said, "Oh, my mom says I got to be home by 10," you're like, "Oh, wow." Or I got a speeding ticket on the way home because I had a curfew. I would say, well, it's not ideal if my daughter was in the car with you, but I like the idea that he was trying to get home to be respectful to meet you know what I'm saying?
Or like, saying
that's probably a bad example.
My mom's an idiot or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, we got a problem here.
Yeah. But I think the question is, how do you teach your girls which red flags are worth paying attention to?
Right. So, like, how do you teach them how to develop that filter?
Yeah. You go, this is...
I think it's examples and it's communication. It's talking about it. I hope to have a relationship with Era where we can talk about, like, boys that she's interested in.
Yeah.
And through that, like, not tell her what to do, but at least, like, help her kind of figure out what she's looking for in a man.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a great point. What's the red flag? Member at the Soho House. Yeah.
Then I'm a walking red flag, brother. That's me.
Okay. I'm dating a guy. What does he do for a living? He's a comedian. Bye. No, dude. Absolutely not, dude. But there would be some guys that like didn't, I would say, like couldn't focus in math class, and they were like drawing football plays, and then they became the star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, these things are like, yeah, I don't love them, but like I could never. I would get detentions all the time because of my my shirt wasn't tucked in. I just hated that rule.
Yeah.
I hated that rule in my school that you had to have your shirt tucked in. My shirt tucked because I just wanted to be like a rebellious kid.
Yeah.
But I would never do actual things that I thought were dangerous.
Lighting the school on fire.
No, like, but I was like, and that quality has earned me every dollar I've ever made.
Right.
Because I'm not doing that.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And that turned into, and now I was lucky enough to find an avenue where I could apply that. And a guy that's not going to follow the rules is going to start his own business.
It's also why it's so crazy that like kids who fall in love in high school and then go on to get married and it works is so crazy because you're still working on that stuff yourself. And you have no idea who you are for another 10 years, debatably. No idea.
Yeah.
You know? So it's, I don't know. It's tough. It's like those are things that are important skills to develop, but I don't really think it's super crucial that you put them into application until later in life.
Yeah, there's some guy that was
You just got to learn. It's just a learning phase.
A guy that's clumsy or something like that. I was like, yeah, he's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not a red flag.
It doesn't mean he's going to drop your baby.
Yeah. It's just like that's what you're trying to distinguish what is like a problem versus what is. One more, we'll get out of here.
Okay.
Is there one more?
Yep.
Talk to us about how to tell your kids to stay. What? Talk about how to tell your kids to stay at college. Don't come home. Don't come home. We love empty nesting. Oh my.
This is tough. This is like the opposite of every one we've done so far. Because this is like your kids love you. They love coming home. They love spending time with you.
And they're like, we love chilling.
And you're like, yo, we are tired. We did this for 18 years. Please.
Oh my.
My husband and I want some quality time.
Yeah, we finally get our weekends back. We got the boat.
Yes.
Yeah. And we got our adult friends and we're all having we don't want I'm guessing this is I guess kids. We don't want freaking Chris and Madison coming home for the weekend because now we gotta watch our behavior. Now we gotta keep everything up and on the up and out. Now we can't do whatever we want to do without. That's hilarious.
I would say there's gonna be a time that comes when you wish they would come home. And they won't anymore because they have lives of their own and families and all that. So like embrace it, man.
Yeah. Talk to your kids about how to tell your kids to stay at college. What? I bet that's wild. But I bet that somebody else listens to this and they go, wait, thank you.
Yeah.
I've thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I never came home once.
I did occasionally.
I never came home.
I wasn't that far.
Once. I was 2.5 hours away. I never came home once. For like fun?
Yeah.
Never.
No, I would just go home and see my family.
No. My sister did all the time.
Yeah.
My sister came home like every weekend. Friday, she'd drive home. Stay till Sunday night.
In a semester, I was probably home like 3 or 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Once every few weeks, probably.
Don't come home. Hey, I'm looking at this. Looks like you got a game this weekend. It's going to be a big weekend.
A lot going on campus.
Yeah, let's go.
You getting into any of that?
Yeah, I heard that. What about a sorority? We should join one of those. I just saw it's Rush. Rush is they're starting to do that.
No, you're going to come home and eat all our food again?
Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah, they're probably doing that for sure. No, no, come home. I'll do your laundry. I can't wait. Yeah.
It's exactly what I want to do on Sunday.
No, it sounds great. Yeah. I mean, you got to default to your family. You got to have them home whenever they want to come home. You obviously got to have them come home. Oh, stellar episode, ladies.
Good one, dude. Let's do these more. These are fun.
Yeah, dude. It's got to be themed though.
Agreed.
Yeah, because it's holidays. I think parenting is funny. We've done a dating one. Mm-hmm. I thought about doing one. We'll do this down the road, maybe later in the summer. Is it Christian?
Okay.
And then we talk about like, hey, I won money gambling. Do I have to tithe on it?
Yep.
And we'll decide.
Nice.
Hey, my pastor is whatever. Yeah, we'll decide. Yeah, I think it would be a funny angle.
Throw some topic suggestions in the comments too. We'll check them out.
Oh yeah, we're on the road, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to in September. Grand Rapids, Fort Wayne, Paducah, Charleston, Macon, Hiawassee, Georgia, Evansville, Dayton, Peoria, Knoxville, Greenville, York, Pennsylvania, Detroit, Cleveland, Birmingham, Chattanooga, Boise, Spokane, Tacoma, Abilene, San Antonio, Tyler, Austin, Phoenix, Santa Rosa, California, Redding, California, South Bend, Pittsburgh, and Buffalo, New York, rounding out the year. And most of those shows filling up with people. Can't wait to see you there. Net positive, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week.
Sure, it was a little weird, but on the it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.